Okay, picking up with slide number 16. Let's talk about writing intervals below a given note. So you can write an interval below a given note in several ways. There are a number of ways to do this. Let's talk about one way to do it. So one possibility is to consider the given note as the proper scale degree of some major scale and write the tonic of that scale under the given note. So to make this less abstract, let's take an example. Let's take the example given here on slide 16. How about just G? So we are asked, what is a major third below G? So what we want to do here is think of the question like this. We want to think, what major scale is G the third of, right? So, all right, so one thing we want to first start off is we just kind of want to get into the ballpark here. We want to think, what is a third, not major or minor, just what's a third below G, right? Well, we have, just start with G and go 1 and then count 2, 3 below it, right? So G, F, E, that's a third below G. Also go G, F, E flat, that's also a third below G, right? So we have 2 thirds below G. We have E is a third below G, and we have E flat is also a third below G. One of them is a major third below G, and one of them is a minor third below G. So how do we know which one is major and which one is minor, right? At this stage, here's one way you can figure it out. So let's think, all right, so we have to think of the major scales that are built on each of these thirds below G. To think of the E major scale and the E flat major scale. Right. So which one is G the third of? Well, let's take the E major scale. If you refer back to your circle of fifths, if you don't have it memorized yet, you'll notice that the E major scale has 4 sharps, and they are F sharp, C sharp, G sharp, D sharp. So if you play your E major scale, you'll go E, F sharp, G sharp, A, B, C sharp, D sharp, E, and then think, what's the third of that scale? E, F sharp, G sharp, 1, 2, 3. So G sharp is actually the major third above E. So E is not the major third below G, right? Play the E flat major scale now. Think about it. What's the key signature for E flat major? It's 3 flats. B flat, E flat, A flat. So we're going to go E flat, F, G, A flat, B flat, C, D, E flat. And think, what's the third of the E flat major scale? We have 1, 2, 3. It actually is G. And so G is the third of the E flat major scale. And that's our answer. What's a major third below G? Well, it's E flat. All right, so let's do, that seemed like a long process, but once you get more familiar with your key signatures, you can do it pretty quickly. Let's move on here to the next slide, 17. Let's do another example here. Let's take the first example. We are asked to find a major second below G. So we have the same G as before, but now we are asked to find a major second below that. So, in other words, what we want to ask ourselves is, of what major scale is the note G the second degree of, right? So, G. So you have to think, well, first off, let's get in the ballpark. What's a second below G? Well, we have two options again. We have either F sharp, that's a second below G, or here's G again, F natural is a second below G. Which one is the major second though? Is it F sharp or is it F natural? Well, let's do the same process as before. So let's take the major scale built on each of these seconds below G. That is to say, let's take an F sharp major scale, an F major scale. Remember with F major, if we refer to our circle of fifths, we know that the key of F major has one flat, and that is B flat. And then with the key of F sharp major, we have 6 sharps, right? And okay, let's start off with, how about the easier one, F major. So F major, play your F major scale, F, G, A, B flat, C, D, E, F. So what's the second of the F major scale? That's going to be G. And that is our answer right there, right? So in F major, the second is G, and so a major second below G is F. Okay. Let's do one more example here, with a minor interval, right? Because then we have to kind of think of it a little bit differently here with a minor interval. Let's take the very last example here on slide number 17. So we are asked in this last example on slide 17, what's a minor sixth below F? All right, this F specifically. So what's a minor sixth below this F? Well, first off, let's get into the ballpark. Let's just count 6 below F. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's A, right? But also an A flat could be, an A flat is also a sixth below F. One of them is major and one of them is minor. So let's, we have 2 possibilities. We have, let's say we could have A or we can have A flat, right? Let's take, how about A flat major? No, let's take A major first. So let's go, how do we play an A major scale? If you don't know, refer to your circle of fifths and you'll notice that in the key of A major, we have 3 sharps, and they are F sharp, C sharp, G sharp. So just play your A major scale. A, B, C sharp, D, E, F sharp, G sharp, A. Okay, so if you notice there that the 6th degree of the A major scale is actually F sharp. Okay, and that's a major 6th. So if we wanted to make that into a minor 6th, right? Remember from earlier, in order to make a minor interval, you take a major interval and lower it by a half step. So then lower the F sharp by a half step to F, and that becomes now a minor 6th. Okay, and so that's our answer. What's a minor 6th below F? It's A. Okay. So that's how we can figure out these minor intervals. Okay, so good luck on those. I know that might be a little bit of a challenge for you. So again, if you're having any trouble with these, please reach out. I'd be happy to help you out with that.